Okay everyone, so you want to make sure that you have a cover letter prepared. I know some jobs nowadays don't really ask for a cover letter, but in some circumstances, if the job says feel free to upload a cover letter, or it's recommended, or it may be even required, make sure that you have one ready. And a cover letter is just a brief document, maybe 1 to 2 paragraphs, just telling a little bit about who you are to the employer. What are your past work experiences? If you're in college and you're about to graduate, what are some projects that you completed that correlate with that job? Or have you been part of a membership? Have you played a team role? Have you been responsible for being in charge of something? Have you been part of an organization that's part of the campus community or college community? So a cover letter can be pretty helpful because employers do like that, and they do take the time to read the cover letter. So make sure you Google what a cover letter is if you're not too familiar with a cover letter. And I would say that Google is definitely your friend. A lot of information can be found on the internet, so make sure that you just take the time to do your research. All right, so my next rule of business is to ensure that your resume is updated. You want to make sure that you are having the correct resume format. And I will definitely make a video on resume formatting and just resume building in general. But just make sure that you have a resume that is professional looking. You want to have the same font. You want to make sure that you can easily read through your resume. So I will have another video for that. But just a little diving in about resumes in this video won't hurt. But whatever job you're applying to, you want to make sure that your resume correlates with that job posting. So you want to make sure that your past experience or your current experience does correlate and is relevant to that job. We don't want to waste your time or the employer's time applying to a job that you don't have any experience in. It's not likely that you're going to get a call back if you don't have no experience in that field. So quick example, say you are in the marketing field and you're applying to be an engineer. It doesn't really make sense unless you have a background in engineering or you went to school for engineering, because it's two separate fields. You want to make sure you're applying to jobs that are relevant to the experience you currently have. And that's just like going back to the other rule of business. You want to make sure that you do meet the requirements of the job. So make sure, again, you read through the job posting. And you want to make sure you are listing your employer. You want to make sure you are including the dates you worked for that employer, and give examples and descriptions of what your responsibilities were. Another helpful tip that I'm going to throw in this video is to Google keywords. Google verbs. What are good words to use in a resume? Google is your friend. You can find a lot of information on Google. So just make sure you take the time to do that. And my next rule of business is not to just settle for any job. If you know that you've had experience in a certain area for many years, know your worth, know your value, and know that you are worth this amount of money. So if you are on the job hunt, just don't apply to any old thing. That it may be an easy job application and where they may just ask for your resume, but the pay is not what you're looking for. It's not what you are going to even consider. Don't even waste your time applying to a job like that. You want to make sure that you are applying to a job, like I said earlier in the video, that is going to elevate you to the next level, where you can gain great experience, where it's a job where you enjoy coming to work each day, you have fun on the job, you have great co-workers, and you just want to take the time to just not settle. We're done settling, okay? My next rule of business is to work towards your dream job. Now, your dream job, it varies. Everybody has a different goal of what their dream job may look like. Never compare yourself to others, and that's with anything. Specifically focusing on this video, don't compare yourself to where others may be at in their particular job, because you're in your own lane. Focus on yourself. If you know one day this is your dream job, work towards that dream job. You may have to start at the entry level part of that job, and then you work your way up through the chain of command and you get your promotions. Or you may leave a company and go to another company that you can have more responsibility. You are hired for a mid-level grade, then you go to a higher level grade. So it does take time, but make sure that you put in the effort, the energy, and like I said, never ever settle. If it doesn't sit right in your heart, you don't have a good energy about it, then it may not be the right job for you. But I would say that getting your dream job does take time. It may not happen overnight, but as long as you know that you are doing the right thing to get towards that dream job, and you are learning, you're gaining that experience, you are getting mentorships, you are you can ask for advice, and you can trust in co-workers on your job, or your supervisor or your manager to help you get to the next level, then that's great. That is great. And just keep on doing your thing. Keep on doing your thing, because eventually it is going to happen, and then you're going to be like, what else can I accomplish? That's how life works. When you accomplish one thing, you're going to want to accomplish something bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. That's how I am. That's just being a hard worker and just knowing how much you're worth. So get at it. So last but not least, we are coming to the end of the video, but I just want to leave you all with words of advice. Know that you can accomplish anything that you want. Applying for jobs is a big task, but once you get your job, that's one accomplishment down. And then in the years to come, the months to come, you're going to work your way up to another accomplishment. Maybe you want to apply for a promotion. To me, staying positive, staying strong, staying confident, remaining professional. You always want to remain professional. Don't give up. There are going to be chances, there are going to be times where you don't hear back from the employer, or you're not selected for the job. That's okay. It just tells you that that's not the job meant for you. Don't give up. Keep applying, because eventually the right job is going to come to you. You're going to find the right job. And that, I think that's so true, because I've experienced that. I have been on interviews where, you know, you may not really have that, you leave the interview saying you did a good job, but that may not be the right company for you. It may not be the right fit. So you don't always have to just accept anything. You may get to the point in life where, honey, you have multiple employers contacting you that they want you. You've done a great interview. You got 4 or 5 companies wanting you. You want to get to this place where when you have that option, it's in your hands. You can decide. So that is going to be a great feeling when you do get to that one day. For my college students out there who are about to graduate, I hope that this video is helpful for you and you find it motivating. Reach out to me. Comment on the video. I am going to support you, and I want people to be successful. I want people to land their dream job and make a lot of money. And you want to eventually get to a place where you have that great job. You are making the money that you always dreamed of, and you can have your own. You can afford your own. You don't have to rely on anybody. You don't have to rely on any woman, no man. You got yourself. You got yourself, and you learn from the experiences over the years on what it took to get to that level. It takes hard work. It takes dedication. It takes, you know, going through maybe a periodness of sadness if you didn't get this job or that job. But you are going to get to the point in which you have multiple employers wanting you. They're going to want you all at the same time. And that's when the keys are in your hand, and you can negotiate your salary. You can negotiate with the employers on what you want. So that is the goal of this video, to get you on the right path, to give you the work in order to work your way up. That's what this video series is all about when it comes to jobs. I really wish you all the best of luck, and thank you so much for checking out today's video. We are in this together. Don't give up. remain confident, stay positive, and as always, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know of your job experiences down below. Love you, and it's your girl Paris. Bye. But we got our fantasies, and it's me and you on the sheet, trying to be up through your sheets. Have you